All right, so I wanted to share this video of this former farmer and a chicken grower is what they I guess what he calls himself, um, sharing his experience on how the farming industry basically pushed him out uh, in a form of racial discrimination. This is interesting. This is interesting. This is the problem with many businesses today, or this is the problem that many businesses may face today, including my own, including and I'll break it down for you all after this video. But this is a huge problem, and it really just comes. It leans on the fact that many businesses are so dependent on other systems, other businesses, other corporations, um, that we really tend to not have much. It'd be really easy for them to push us out. We don't have much uh, control over our own business, even as full entrepreneurs. All right, but let's watch this. This is actually a pretty sad situation. The guy, his energy is just makes it even worse to hear. But y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, it's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
If people knew what kind of mess was going on just to get a piece of chicken, they would stop eating it. Whatever you do, run from a poultry house. Do not do it. You'll lose your wife. You'll lose your health. You'll lose everything that you have. It's not worth it. Run from a chicken house. Run. I'm Carlton Sanders, and I'm from Forest, Mississippi, and I was a chicken grower for some 28 years for Cook Foods, and I lost everything I had due to the upgrades and a bunch of guys that didn't like black folks. That's the bottom line. I mean, if people knew how much trouble we were having trying to grow these chickens, they would stop eating chicken. I mean, it's just that simple. Because nobody wants to be like I am now. Done lost everything and pitiful looking and talking. And people don't want to do that. But now Tyson and Cook, ooh, it's just like you in hell with those guys. Yeah, I used to cry and couldn't stand to come by here because I did everything from scratch. And I'd been here for 30-some years. Had a beautiful garden. You know, everything was just good and perfect. So, you know, therefore, it just made a mess out of things. To have to get out and move somewhere else and relocate, and you know how it is. It was just hard, all over. This was my #1 house right here on the Carlton Sanders farm, and I did this for 28 years right here at this farm right here. One year, and I would have had everything paid for, from $750,000 down to $50,000. They found out somehow that I'm about to get everything paid for, and they wanted me to do all upgrades, so they would put me back in debt some $500,000, and the bank wouldn't do it. First, the bank was on my side. So we are sick of these chicken farms and the way they operate. And then all of a sudden, when they got ready to cut me off and kill me, then the bank pulled in with them. My son got the money to buy the place, and once he got the money, they wouldn't let him have it. The man told me, he told my son first, he said, They trying to put your dad out of there. They sold for $110,000. That's what this guy got it for.
And how much did you have to pay?
I offered him $150. It was a racial thing, a black versus white, and if I'd have been a white guy, I never would have went through this. And they didn't have no mercy on me, and I don't wish this on nobody. And a farmer shouldn't have to go through this, you know, when he's feeding America. He shouldn't have to go through this. Nobody should have to go through what I done gone through. So, like I said, I thank God I'm still living and things as well it is. And you know, that's just how it is. I'm thankful and blessed. Chicken is the way of life in Mississippi. Now, that's where you're gonna find your black guys that on the truck and catching the chicken. It's pretty dangerous because right now, with this corona thing out, these people get sick and die or get sick, they just roll another black guy in this place and tell him to keep on getting up. It's terrible. If people knew what kind of mess was going on just to get a piece of chicken, they would stop eating it. Cory Booker, Elizabeth Warren, Senator Doug Jones, they wanted to help. So we're trying to get a bill passed as to how we can handle these problems and help other growers not to grow through what I've gone through. You know, I look at it like Martin Luther King and Lewis. Those guys can do it, I can too. I want to be heard, and I want to be heard from. You know, we were supposed to meet Donald Trump, but he chickened out. He wouldn't do it. He said he didn't think the farmer was having that much trouble. He said because he didn't hear nothing about it. Yeah, just because he don't hear nothing about it, that don't mean it ain't happening. You know, it's just tough. And then so many people laughed at me, and then so many people cried, you know. But I did the best I could, what I had to do, and, you know, tried to make it.
Very, very sad, interesting, surprising on some level, but not so much when it comes to the racial aspect. You know, it just sucks. His whole demeanor was shot, and rightfully so. 28 years in the game. 28 years in the game, and they pulled a fast one on him there. Wanted him to all of a sudden do upgrades, but to my point earlier in the video, many people, including myself with Black Primacy, depend heavily on these outside organizations, and that's the problem, right? Whether it be you know, selling t-shirts online, even YouTube, right? There are a lot of people killing it on YouTube, but if YouTube decides, hey, your content no longer abides by our terms and conditions, you're done. Cooked. Right? Same thing's happening with the influencers on TikTok, right? TikTok influencers are feeling it right now because they might really actually get banned, the platform. Right? So if TikTok is your only source of income, you're done. Cooked. And the problem is, you know, we give out, or we depend too heavily on these other entities to run our business. And I'm heavily dependent on, you know, marketing platforms, website platforms, where things, I mean, at the, you know, just get an email like, hey, price is going up on this. What? Right? Or if there's some sort of system outage, that's it. for the day, for the week, for the month. Um, but I mean, this is sad because this was, based on the story that he's saying, this is a blatant attempt to push him out, or not even attempt, successful process of getting him put out. I mean, the, these people know, these big companies know that these farmers are the margins that these farmers are dealing with are they're slim to none. Margins are slim to none. So come in saying, oh, 300, what, $350,000 in upgrades when you know that they can't afford it. That's just basically trying to legally make them quit. And then for them not to give him the opportunity to um, buy the land back for 150, sold it for 110, terrible. Just terrible. But I wanted to share this, obviously, first and foremost, to share this story in case you all were wondering, or hadn't heard about this type of stuff, but to also share this as an example for even, again, even for myself. I'm definitely no different um, than probably 99% of the entrepreneurs out there, especially these days with the way the internet has opened up doors for people to not be so dependent on these big organizations. We everything is all good until they decide they don't want to do business with us anymore, and then it's over. So, but y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, this was a good one. Sad story, but definitely one worth taking a look at. All right, but y'all let me know what y'all think. This is Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.